This Shohei ball has caused a big stir. Did the Dodgers strong arm a lovely couple from Southern California? Well, Danny G, thank you for finding them. We welcome to COVINO Rich on Fox Sports Radio, Alexis Valenzuela and Ambar Roman. Amber, the woman that came out of this with the ball. What's up, Amber?
Hi.
Well, first off, let's say congratulations. It's an amazing story, an amazing moment. You caught a lottery ticket. That's what it feels like. You were one of 50-something thousand people. You caught that home run. Who would have thought home run 171 from Shohei would cause this much controversy? So I understand what happened, but tell us from your perspective. What was going on in the moment? And by the way, Alexis, how did you miss it? How did you miss it? I mean, props to Amber for retrieving it, but how did you miss it?
Man, I figured that if someone was going to get that ball at that time, it had to be me. I reached for it, and, I just felt the impact in my hand. But after that, it was free game for everybody. A bunch of us just wrestling on the floor, throwing all this trash around, trying to find it. And the shortest girl just came up with it.
That's amazing.
I love it. Congrats, Amber. Now, Amber, my feelings from what I've heard, I don't like how the Dodgers handle this. I feel like they strong-armed you. I feel like they bamboozled you. I feel like there's details I want to hear from you. As far as someone telling you they won't authenticate the ball, is that true?
Yeah, that's exactly what they told me. When they told me, I don't know if you realize that, what you have in your hand is his first home run ball at the Dodgers. And it would really mean a lot to him if, you could give it back. And I told them I didn't want to give it back, that I wanted to keep it, but that if it was possible that he could sign it for me. And that's when they told me no, that if I was going to keep it, he wasn't willing to sign it. And they weren't willing to authenticate it for me either.
Now, that sounds odd, right?
Yeah.
It does. That doesn't sound right at all. But even before that, right, this moment happens. It's sort of magical. The video's there. You're all excited. Everybody's cheering for you. How fast did it take these people to come down here and talk to you? And at what point did they separate Amber and Alexis, you from your husband?
It all happened pretty quick. I want to say not even less than 5 minutes after the whole commotion ended. They were already there at the end of our row. You see us in the video that we got escorted out. They took us down to the bullpen area. There is some ropes where it was like a secluded area, and that's where they told Alexis that he couldn't follow me in there.
So they tell Alexis he can't follow you, so they take you alone.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, though. Alexis sounds like a badass to me. Alexis, there wasn't not a point in time or moment in time where you were like, no, hold on, I'm going with her. There's no way. Did you put up any sort of stink there or no?
Yeah, right when we looked to the right, and it was only one or two. They were pointing at her, and then she thought it was for her to get the ball, and she was like, no way. And then they were like, no, we're gonna reward you. And then all these other security guards started coming, and then she kind of got in front of me, and after that, I couldn't catch up to her. They cut in front of me, and I was trying to let them know that, hey, I'm with her, and they were trying to push me back. So I pretty much just ran with them. Once we went downstairs, some more security was there. And at that point, that's when they pushed it to the side, and then they didn't let me pass. And as much as I was trying to let them know that we're together, for me to be there with her at this moment, they kind of wanted to get her alone, and we're well aware why.
Now, Amber and Alexis, when you get word that people are speculating this ball could be worth $100,000 or more, Alexis, I think I saw you on social media saying that you were sick a little bit about it.
You said he couldn't sleep.
He couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't blame him.
I don't blame you either. Are you hoping and thinking the Dodgers will make this right?
Well, it's just one of those things where, the what if is always going to be lingering, and, you start thinking of all these things you could have done differently, but what good does that do you, at this point? We did walk out with more than what, we walked in, and the Dodgers did contact us, and a deal is being worked. But it was just the whole, everything that was off the camera, the way everything, was played, that kind of just leaves a bad taste. And, we just figured it was going to be different, and such a big moment and real nice moment. Our first ball, we don't know how things play out after that. And it just took a turn.
Right. You've never done anything like this before, so you don't know. Do they make you sign anything? Do you sign it away?
Did they bully you, Amber?
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They didn't make me sign anything.
Man. so that you didn't sign anything, which I think is a good thing. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, between us, Alexis, Amber, we were talking about this earlier in the show. I think the Dodgers have a unique opportunity here to really do the right thing and say, Shohei had some bad press, with the gambling stuff a couple weeks ago. This is a guy that makes $700 million, $1 billion franchise. How about we kick this beautiful couple $100,000 or pay for their future kids' college or pay off their mortgage or do something?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, tell us what that money would mean to you.
What would that money
and
mean
what
to
would
you?
you use it for?
Man, that money like that, for just your average couple getting by, it's a blessing. Obviously, debt will be paid. Future will be secured. It's just money that you don't have that to someone like that. It's some change. It's what's that to him? But it's just that thought of what could we do? What we do with it? And just the good that they would do us. And everyone around us, this family, it's just a different type of a blessing.
Well, I still think and I believe that you're in good position, so I wouldn't give up hope on that, especially if you get the fans behind you and put some pressure on this situation.
And we're behind you, man.
And we're behind you all the way because you did the right thing, as a fan, you handed it over. Plus, I think you guys were victim of some really slick negotiating tactics. I really think they put you in a pressure situation, and it happened so fast. That's how I'm seeing it. But we also saw somewhere recently that they offered you some sort of fan experience. What was that about?
Yeah, so I was contacted by a Dodger rep this morning. She apologized for the way the situation went, and she offered me to go back to Dodger Stadium at their next home series, which would be the Padres on the 12th. They're giving us dugout club seats, and we'll be able to go onto the field and be there for batting practice.
Yeah, that's a nice gesture and all, Amber, but that's not $100,000. I feel like we got to get you this money. This is a $1 billion team. This is a guy that
Pay them.
Pay them. Pay them. Pay them.
Seriously, the fans have to get behind you.
If someone doesn't understand that this is a couple that could use this money in such a good way for their family, for their future.
This family represents L.A.
Yeah, a family that represents L.A. for sure. You guys are a great example of a Dodger fan.
Thank you, man.
Because we're actually getting a lot of hate, people calling us fake fans. Like, you don't even know us.
No, and you know what? Everyone was so excited when you guys caught the ball. Yeah, what lesson did you learn after all this, by the way? How would you have handled it differently?
For sure, we put up a fight. Wouldn't have for sure let them separate me from him. I really wanted to discuss it with him, and the fact that I didn't have that opportunity, and really sucks.
Man,
yeah, definitely have a little more time, to kind of process what's going on. Just something to kind of like have a game plan between both of us, and that's kind of what we needed.
Well, it's 100K or bust. 100K or bust for you guys. Rooting for you.
All right, we'll see you guys Monday. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land. Have a great weekend,
Let's
everybody.
Go.